Hi guys, I'm doing some videos before I put all the books away. They're all still in my garage from the open house. I wanted to show you some of the dictionaries that we have. This is a first illustrated grammar and punctuation. So we have different levels of these. This is the first. We have illustrated elementary science and math dictionaries. And then they go up in levels. So the middle grades and even high schoolers, depending on, what level they're at, we have dictionaries and encyclopedias that would be great for them. So these are the ones that we have and we use in our homeschool. This one actually we just bought. We're focusing on grammar and punctuation this year. So we haven't used this one a lot yet. We did go through, you can see we have a bookmark. We did go through a little bit about the parts of speech, so verbs, nouns, adjectives. So what we use these for is when we're introducing a new subject, I know it's backwards, I'm sorry, we will go into here and we'll find the pages that have to do with that subject, and we'll go through and we'll read these. So when they're talking about pronouns, they define the pronouns, they show you how to use them, why use pronouns, which pronoun, spot the pronouns, and then on the next page is adjectives. So it defines it, it shows you how to spot them, how to use them, and then a lot of times it'll go in, like this one is more about adjectives, and it goes into comparatives and superlatives, which is beyond where we are at for first and second grade. But the good news is that we will be able to continue to use this through all of elementary school, because it has more information than what we need right now. It's apostrophes, let's see, punctuation, quotation marks, commas, question marks, periods. I mean, we're going to be learning all of this stuff. Subordinate clauses. I don't even remember what that is. So I'm learning a few things too. So grammar and punctuation, and then it's the same kind of thing for the math and science. So this one really goes into, it starts with numbers to keep it simple. Number relationships, percentages, proportion and ratio, adding and subtracting, multiplying, dividing, complex calculations, 2D shapes, 3D shapes, angles, measuring, area. I mean, this is like, it goes into line graphs, sharing data. It's, you don't sit and read these. It's something where you look up something to get a little bit more information, or to learn about like what the subject is before you start really getting into it. It's really helpful, especially when something comes up in one of our materials that I'm like, I don't really know how to explain that, so I look it up in here. The math dictionary really helps me a lot because math is not my strong suit. And then there's the science dictionary. And one of the things that I do also like about these, even though a lot of times I'm using it for myself to look things up and to figure out how to explain something to him, it's illustrated, so it's interesting for him to look at too. So we use it together. So the elementary science has living things, materials, forces, energy, earth and space, science at work. I mean, it's just so much information. It's really, really helpful, and I'm going to continue to use these throughout elementary school, and then once we get into some of the higher grades, I'm definitely going to start picking up some of the dictionaries and encyclopedias that we have for the older kids. I highly, highly recommend them. I know you can just Google things, but you never know what you're going to get. This is from a trusted source. It's illustrated, it's well laid out, it's easy, and it's right at your fingertips, right? We have them right on the desk. So I highly recommend these. This one's only $12.99, I think. $12.99? $12.99. So for $12.99 to have all this information at your fingertips in a way that's accessible and easy and fun, you just can't beat it. So highly recommend the dictionaries and encyclopedias. So there's the first, there's the elementary, and then it goes on from there. Thanks, guys.